Hi, this is Stacy, and today we're going to learn how to get into your IAHE email account. All of our IAHE email accounts are Google-based, so they're Gmail accounts. So if you're familiar with Gmail, this will be easy to learn. If you're not, you will go into whatever your searcher is or your browser, and you can go ahead and type in www.gmail.com. If you are a use Google for your homepage or for your search engine, you can just hit Gmail. Either way is fine. So we're going to go over. This is for a first time sign in. So if you do have an account already, your screen will look different. But if you've never used Gmail, this is what your first screen will look like. So we're going to go ahead and sign in. You have been sent your email account from IAHE. This is what the Google sign-in looks like. So you'll go ahead and enter that here. If you're regional rep, let's say you're region rep 3, you're going to type in RR3. All of the regions start the same. They all start with RR and then whatever number your region is. If you have a specific email like say crew or editor, you might start with that. Or your email could start with your first name and the first letter of your last name, like mine does. So it's Stacy H. Here's the critical part. You want to make sure that you put in homeeducators.org. You will not be able to get into your email account unless you use inhomeeducators.org. This right here. When I'm giving out my email to somebody else, I just simply tell them at IAHE.net, and that's the same throughout all the organization. So if you're a region rep, let's say 3 again, you would just say you can email me at rr3@IAHE.net. However, when you go to log into your account, it does need to say inhomeeducators.org. So I'm going to go ahead next. You have also received a password with your email account information. Go ahead and type that in. It may prompt you to set a different password when you get into your account. That's fine, obviously. If not, and you want to change your password, let me know and I will help you get through that as well. So for basic start, you want to make sure that, let's save this, we have a signature line. All of our IAHE accounts, this is not your personal account, this is IAHE account. So you're going to use this account for anything that you do within the homeschool community responding as IAHE. So we want to make sure that you have a signature line. So we're going to go into settings and we're going to hit settings again and give it just a minute here. And obviously we're going to use English, and this is pretty basic stuff through here. You can, if you would like to put a profile picture up, you may. That is up to you. Otherwise, I believe it's the letter of probably your husband's name if you're a regional rep, or the first letter of your name, depending on how the account's set up. But you do want to create a signature line. So we're going to hit the signature. I just have my name, and then I have our motto, encourage, protect, and serve. You can place what you like here. So if you'd like to put a Bible verse or an inspiring statement, something like that, you are allowed to add that. But then you want to make sure that you have this right here. So you're going to have your name, or you and your spouse's name, depending on your position, and what your position is. So when Jason and I were regional reps, it would have said Jason and Stacy. Then would have said Region 3 representatives, and that would have been there. Then you want to make sure that you have Indiana Association of Home Educators. Now it's blue because it's linked, and if you haven't ever done that before, I'm going to go ahead and unlink this quick. So you type in Indiana Association of Home Educators. Then you want to make sure that that is linked back to our website, because we want people to go to our website as much as possible. So I'm just going to come up here and hit the little link, and I would just type in www.iahe.net and hit OK. And now it's linked. So if somebody would click on that when they're in my email, it would take them directly to our website. Next is the office phone number, the 317-467-6244. And if you have a Ring Central number, you would put your extension right here. So my extension is 114. Then we'll move down just a little bit more. And If you need to use the vacation responder, obviously, again, that is up to you. I don't personally use it, but I know others have. Again, if you're going to be gone, though, for any length of time and not looking at your email, make sure that your team leader knows so that they can help out with that, just in case something comes up. So I'm going to go ahead and save changes and just hit a few more key points within our email. So in our compose, the to is the recipient that you want to send something to. So I'm going to pretend I'm sending something to myself here. Then you have the option to carbon copy someone. That means that somebody else can see. Both people will know that you sent something to them. So let's say I'm going to carbon copy Rebecca in here. And then blind carbon copy means this third person sees everything that's going on, but neither one of these two know that this person sees it. So I'm going to put Tara in there. And if you notice when I'm typing in these names, all these are already in my contacts. They're in yours as well. So everybody that is within our organization, that volunteers with an organization, their contact information is going to be there. So let's say I also wanted to include in this email maybe Tammy Airholzer, she's Region 5. So I go up there and I just put her in there as well. So all that's already in there. And then it's your basic form. So do remember, you do have a carbon copy and you do have the option of a blank carbon copy. You probably won't use this a lot, but there may be times that you're emailing somebody and you just, to protect yourself, want somebody, maybe your team leader, to know what conversation you're having, and so you might blind carbon copy them in so that maybe the person that you're sending it to doesn't feel threatened, but yet it's protection for you, if that makes sense to you, if that's something that you need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and discard that because I don't need it. Then the next little thing, and I forgot to mention, you may have emails already in here. It depends if somebody else held this email account before you, or they felt something was important to stay in there, or you might have an email, new email from your team leader. So you'll handle those just like you would any other email. Then these 9 little dots here, we're going to click on that. This is where you can get into other Gmail, your IAHE calendar, your Drive, your Google Docs, which is similar to Microsoft Word, Google Sheets, which is similar to, I use a lot of Microsoft, so it's similar to Excel along that lines, or Slides, that is actually creating a slideshow like a PowerPoint would be. And then this is a way that you can get into your contacts. And I'm going to cover all of this in a different tutorial, a little deeper with you at a later time. So, but the 9 little dots, remember that. And then over here, it's just like any other email account, and you are more than welcome to add folders or what you need to make your email nice and clean. As you can see up here, mine needs cleaned up a little bit. So, you know, and I have tons of folders. It's not like I couldn't be moving them over there, just haven't gotten around to it. But do what makes sense for you. Whatever works for the way that you process stuff, just like every homeschool is different. Every one of these email accounts, what you do on your side of it's going to be a little bit different. So, you know, as far as what goes out, we all have a signature line. We all want to use common terminology and keep all that very cohesive. But as far as how you set up your folders and things, that is up to you. So that's a quick overview here. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. So in case you have not ever used Gmail before, you would go over to the circle area and you're just going to click on it and you sign out. So the next time that you go to log in, you will have a page that looks like this. But that is a basic overview. If you have any questions, let one of us know and we'll be glad to answer them for you, and I will see you in a different tutorial.